So the first point we have is that keys. A key is nothing but a key is an attribute which is used to identify a tuple. A row. Tuple is nothing but a row. A key is nothing but to identify attribute. What are the attributes? Attributes are nothing but the column name which you are giving. Those are attributes to identify a row. Suppose you have given a ID for a attribute. So every tuple need to contain an ID. So a key is nothing but is an attribute which is used to identify a tuple, which is used to identify the tuple, and it is also used to establish and identify relationship between the table. A key is used to establish and identify the relationship between the table. That means when you are giving a attribute as an ID with the established and identified, this is how when you given a ID, this is how you will be recognizing the particular row in a table, because when you give a name for a column, name as an attribute, so the particular column need to consist of a name. So it is nothing but it is used to establish and identify relationship between the table. In keys we have different types of key. Already we have seen what are the keys: primary key, composite key, candidate key, alternate key, super key, and foreign key. Let us see. The first key is nothing but primary key. Primary key is nothing but it is used to identify each row uniquely. So it is nothing but it is used to identify each row uniquely. A single primary key column is called a simple key. It is also called as a simple key. So wherever you are giving a primary key, a primary key can be applicable for only for a particular column. That is nothing but wherever the rows are uniquely identified. There are two conditions in a primary key. The first condition is that each attribute value of a key column must be unique. So in a whenever you are giving a primary key for a particular column, so no duplication value should not be there, and a key column must not contain a null values. Remember that whenever you are mentioning a primary key for any particular column like ID, there should not be no duplication values, as well as it should not contain a null values. The second key we have is that composite key. Composite key is nothing but multi-column primary key is called composite key. When you are giving a primary key for two columns, that is nothing but a composite key. So a composite key is nothing but whenever you are giving a one or more columns as a primary key is nothing but composite key. See, student ID and department ID together will form a primary key, can be a primary key. So this is called composite key. Third key is that candidate key. Candidate key is a set of attributes that uniquely identifies tuples in a table. A candidate key is nothing but a super key. What is candidate key? Candidate key is nothing but whenever a particular column can be become as a primary key is nothing but candidate key. Primary key should be selected from a candidate key. We'll see in the this table you have student ID, department ID, first name, last name, phone number. So these are the few attributes we have in a particular table. So a phone number can be become as a primary key, a department ID can be become as a primary key, a student ID can be become as a primary key. So these these three attributes can also become a primary key, as well as they can be called as a candidate key. See, in this particular table, in this particular diagram, I have shown that all the keys. See, the first key is that primary key. For a student ID we have given a primary key, that is nothing but unique unique identification of an rows. So whenever an ST department ID comes together becomes a primary key, it is called as a composite key. See, this department ID has taken from another table of department, so it is called as a foreign key. And whenever some keys become as a primary key, the rest keys are called as an alternative key. So if we take primary key as a student ID, so the department ID as well as the phone number will be become as an alternate key. And the next key we have is that super key. Super key, it is also called as a simple key. It is defined as a set of attributes within a table that can uniquely identify each record within a table. That means a super key is nothing but it uniquely identifies a table is called super key. A super key is a superset of candidate key. What is a candidate key? Like candidate key is nothing but which of the column can be become as a primary key is nothing but candidate key. Suppose we have taken the table of an student ID, name, phone number, marks. So the student ID, with the help of student ID, we can take this student ID as a primary key. With the help of student ID, we can recognize the name. Uniquely we can recognize the name. With the help of student ID, we can uniquely recognize the name as well as the marks. So it is now this student ID is nothing but it is an super key. The next we have see, a student ID is unique in every row of a data. So see, a student ID is unique every row of a data, so it is easy to identify each row uniquely. Student ID, name, the second one, student ID, name of two students can be same but their ID cannot be same, right? The name of student can be same but the ID cannot be same, so this is this combination is also be a key. The next combination, see, SID, student ID, name, phone number. Phone number is unique. It can also be key. It can also become as a key. Totally, in table you can have a 3 super key. With the help of another one primary key, we can call these also as a super key. We can, with the help of an ID only, we can recognize the name, phone number as well as the marks. So this is nothing but a super key. The next key is nothing but alternative key. If any table has more than one candidate key, see, more than one candidate key, then after choosing a primary key from those candidate keys, rest key is known as an alternative key. That means, see, in the table we have three can become as a primary key and those are called candidate key. After choosing one as a primary key, the rest column can be become as an alternative key. That is what here it is saying. If any table has more than one candidate key, then after choosing a primary key from those candidate key, rest key is known as an alternative key. Okay, so the next one is foreign key. A foreign key represents a relationships between the tables. A foreign key is a column which is a primary key column of some other table. So we are getting some other column which is primary key of some other table in a parent table. So in the foreign key we have dependent table and parent table. See, the relation in which a foreign key is created called dependent table. The relation which the foreign key refers is called a parent table. Parent table, it is called as a parent table. So this is nothing but keys.